kitchen where I get to share with you two of my greatest passions, my love for Christ and cooking. Hey, it's been a while since I've been with you guys. I've been having requests to do some more shows, but I couldn't do them because I had been so sick. So I want to share that story with you first before I actually go into cooking my meal today. During the pandemic, when it first started in March, I was having some back problems, and as you all know, I always talk about my diabetes. And so I was taking metformin as well as some steroids. I did not know that you shouldn't take the steroids with the metformin. My diabetic level was at 340, 360, 280. I couldn't get it down for months. I didn't get the medicine from my regular doctor because my doctor wasn't available. I had to see my doctor's peer, which didn't read my chart, and I didn't read the label. So I want to say to you all, read the label of your medicine so you would know which medicines work with the other medicine that you're taking already. Other than that, your life could be in jeopardy. I tell you, I couldn't do anything. Absolutely nothing. Couldn't think, didn't feel like cooking, didn't feel like getting up for months. We're talking about months. And so now I'm back. I'm back on track. I will not take steroids at all. I know that it does not work with the medicine that I'm currently taking. So as a precaution to those that are watching me, give attention to the label on your medicine and make sure you read the directions, which is so very important. Excuse me. And so today, I'm back, and I'm excited about it too. I am going to roast some chicken breasts for you. They're chicken breasts in strips, really cut in half here. Rosie, if you get this for me, get the photo of that. Real simple the way that I do it. My oven is already set at 350 degrees. A real simple meal, and I've got some sides already to put in it with it, but I just want to show you how to do this. And so I'm going to take these and actually season these breasts that I have here with my famous, this is kicking chicken. If you've never used it, I tell you, it is awesome on chicken. It's called kicking chicken. It takes it up another notch. So I'm going to season this all very well, and then I'm going to lay it out in the pan. And this is my Adobe. Everybody knows that I use this, okay, as my substitute for salt. It does have a low content of salt in it and a salt-free seasoning. Hey, magic. Hey, I'm advertising you. I want you to see me and know that I love this stuff. And I'm letting the world know how good it is. Salt-free seasoning, okay? And a little black pepper. Okay? Now I'm going to take this and massage in the seasoning on all of my meat that I have here. It's so very important that I do this. And I believe I have enough seasoning for all of the meat that's on here. Okay? Just some chicken breast is all that I have. I'm going to season every last piece. Make sure and check it again. Rub it back and forth. Now, for those that don't know how to clean chicken, I always clean my chicken and soak it for about 15 to 20 minutes first. And I soak it in some baking soda to get any film off of it, any slime that be on it. Oh, it does. It's like that sometimes. So you want to clean your chicken. It's very important that you do that as well. So I let it soak first, and then I come and then I dap it down, okay? And then I season up my chicken. All of that is in here now. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean my hands. It's important that you clean your hands after touching this chicken. So very important, okay? Get a picture of the chicken now that's seasoned in the pan right there. This is very important that you clean your hands after that. Okay, I make sure that I do that. This is a simple, easy dish. Now what I'm going to do to this is that I'm going to add butter. Butter adds flavor to the chicken. And I'm going to roast this. And I cut it in little cubes in here to spread out amongst my chicken liberally in here. So each piece, between the pieces here, it's going to get the butter on it. So important that you do this. Now everybody does their chicken differently, the way that they cook it. This is my specialty and my go-to. Butter adds flavor to your food. I want you to know that. It really does. I don't use margarine. I don't use any substitutes. I use butter. Now the secret to my chicken that I use, I always use a wine. Today I'm using a sherry. Excuse me, it's a cooking wine. Just a simple cooking wine. I take it and put it like into the bottom of the pan, around the edges, so that it'll go through my chicken here. On the sides here, down the center here, And this keeps my chicken from drying out too and adds a little flavor to my chicken. My oven, as I said already, is set on 350 degrees. It's going to cook, it's going to roast. I'm going to turn it midway, about 30 minutes. It's not going to take long because it's going to roast. And my oven is already set at 350 degrees. So I'm going to insert it in here now. I want to share with you my word for the day. Confess your faults one ye to another, pray ye one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. And what I wanted to say in that is that I thought about that when I was sick, because only a few people really knew how sick I was. But I would often say to them, would you pray for me? And before I could even say it to them, before I could get off the line, they were praying for me. When someone asks you to pray for them, don't say, oh, I'll pray for you later. You know why? I'll tell you why. You're going to forget. I have too. And so what I do now immediately when I'm having that conversation with someone, when they're down and out, when they're disappointed, when anything is going on in their life, I pray before we depart. I pray before we get off the line. I pray before I leave their presence. That is so important. So those individuals prayed along with me. And I'm so grateful today for how I feel. But I just want to remind you people, my God, read your labels. Read the labels. Make sure you're giving attention to the medicine that you're taking. I don't take a lot of medicine at all. In order for me to take medicine, I have to be hurting. And in order for me to take the steroids, my back was hurting me. I didn't state that. It was hurting me so bad. I had to also get a shot as well, a steroid shot, my God. And so at the same time as taking the prednisone was way too much for my body. So be cautious and be aware and read the instructions. Hey, we're going to come right back once this is cooked, and so you get to see the final product. Within like 15 minutes or so, I'm going to turn it. I'll give you a picture of that so you'll have an idea of what it looks like as I'm turning it, and then you'll have the final product within 30 minutes. I'm back, everybody. It's been like 15 minutes. You can see the chicken breasts now. They're in the broth of the wine, and I'm roasting them. The flavor is on them. It should go through and through the chicken, which is going to be wonderful. And I'm turning each piece. It'll sit for about another 15 to 20 minutes, and this will be done. And the chicken breast will be flavorful, and it won't be dry at all. That's very important. Okay, just turning each piece. All right, my last piece that I'm turning over. Be back in about 20 minutes and you'll see a difference in this chicken as well too. We're just about done. All right, halfway there. AP fam, I'm back with the finished product. We roasted chicken breast strips. Sauteed it with a little sherry wine, kicked it up a notch with some seasoning, kicking chicken. I advise that you actually go out and purchase that kicking chicken. Little adobo, my always go-to black pepper. That was it. Enhanced it just a little bit with some butter. Okay? Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I will provide you with all of the ingredients. And if you have specific comments, please provide me with your comments. If you have a desire for me to cook something else, please let me know that as well. I'll do my best to cook that dish just for you. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. And I want you to know, P-Fam, I am back.